Hey y'all, morning, good night, for those of you in the West. Um, so I began working on just, my morning meditation. I get up pretty early trying to get a jump on my day. And, I started to put some things into writing because this entrepreneurship stuff is no joke. So I wanted to do this, whether or not, you know, anyone is watching or listening, I'm going to put it out there because I think it's some things that a lot of people need to hear. And I know a lot of people, they didn't expect me to succeed the way I do, yet I always do. They didn't expect me to complete this house, yet I did it. They didn't expect me to come to Tanzania with a 4-year old and still be here almost 4 years later. But here I am, you know. So I wanted to do this to encourage other entrepreneurs because this is not easy, especially those of you who are coming to Africa. And I'm talking about entrepreneurship because you cannot have Africa without entrepreneurship. There are no jobs out here. There is nothing out here waiting for you. Whatever it is that you're going to find here is what you have to create here. So, you have to have a certain kind of mindset. If you do not have that mindset, it is better to get behind a company or someone who does. Okay. There's a specific kind of mindset that you would have been carving out and working on yourself for years. Your first business should not be when you come to Africa because there is too much to learn and there is a lot to see and a lot to know and a lot to do. And then Africa adds that complex layer over that entrepreneurship. Okay. And, it's very easy to throw up your hands and go, well, Africa is this or Africa is that, and I'm not going to do it, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I just want to do this. I have a couple of papers that I need to go and do some work on, but I just wanted to do this about resiliency and entrepreneurship, okay? Because a lot of people have dreams and they have vision and they believe that because they have a dream or they have a vision, that automatically people are going to get that dream too. Or why don't they see it? It's not anyone else's responsibility to see your dream. That's why your dream came to you. Your vision came to you. Only you can see it. Only you can see it through to the end. That's why it came to you. That's why you can see things that other people cannot. So don't be angry or mad if your husband doesn't see your dreams, or if your wife doesn't see your dreams, or if your kids don't see your dream, and if no one will help you. If no one will help you, help yourself. Help yourself. Figure out how to help yourself. If you are unable to get the things that you need done, get it yourself. Do the smallest things that you possibly can do. There are times in my life when I wanted to do things where the only thing I could do to convey the idea and put it out into the universe was just to make a PowerPoint or make a website or make something that housed the dream so that I can go back to it and look at it and study it and say, I remember I have this idea. Now it's time to go back and build on that idea. When I came to Tanzania, I had in my head for the community, I had an idea about beekeeping that I had presented to the city council in Philadelphia. I had already had an idea in my head. Then seaweed happened to me, and I said, okay, I can take that idea and expand on it. But at the time when I had that idea for the honey, I couldn't see the clearing in the field, but I had the idea and I had people I could talk to. So I went ahead and I put that together. And it is still the bones of that structure is still what is driving this idea. Okay. So that was number one. And I took notes because I was just writing for myself. Number two, don't let people who never had a dream come to fruition tell you that your dream is not valid. Okay? Surround yourself with only the people who have been able to achieve something, whether that something was, they wanted to be a lawyer, they wanted to be a doctor, they wanted to be something, they wanted to write a book. If you're talking about writing a book, surround yourself with people who have written a book. And if you can't surround yourself with those in your normal day-to-day circle, there is YouTube, there are tons of channels out there, tons of people out there doing things that you would like to do. Go and watch them. Go and listen to them. Go and channel and stream those people, okay? Because when you have a vision and a dream, it is very, very delicate. It's like when a woman is pregnant and she's not sure if she's pregnant and she doesn't know and she has an idea, but she doesn't walk around and telling the whole world she's pregnant. And at least in my case, until you know that there is a baby, you don't tell anyone that there is a baby. Okay? So when that baby is, you can't hide that baby no more. It's about to pop out and the whole world looking at you like, aren't you pregnant? Then yeah, you can tell people you're pregnant. Or you can just wait till that big old baby is born and then you say, hey, I was pregnant. You understand? But, when you tell people, especially small-minded people, especially people who have never realized a dream, okay? And a dream could be anything from a career, or it could also be because there are some people who they're only motivated to get a job because the job is the step to security that keeps them in mediocrity. And they stop dreaming after achieving that particular thing. Those people be very afraid of, because those are the people that they have now this one mindset that my way is the only way to do it. And look at me, and I have achieved this one thing in my life. Whereas finding a vacation, finding a job, finding a career is standard. Okay? What is beyond that is people who can find a career, find a job, do the training, and come out and say, I'm going to train other people, and come out and say, I am going to write a book, or I'm going to start an agency, or I'm going to do something else to step this. Don't go to the people who are only here and they stay there and they do not stretch themselves. They don't pull the stars from the heavens. They don't know how to climb on top of their own dreams and make something else happen. Meaning, leave the people who have settled, who have decided that this is the best that I can do, and that is it for me. I have arrived. I have a job, I have some kids, and I live. This is the comfort zone, okay? Because entrepreneurship is extraordinarily uncomfortable. You have to let go of what you have and what you know to achieve something else that you see in your mind. I saw something in my mind. I saw a vision in my mind, something that I never shared with anyone else. And I keep that inside, because people will do you like how Joseph's brother does you. When you have God's favor on you and you have your coat of many colors, There'll be somebody out there who will try to stab you, throw you in a ditch, sell you into slavery, and tell everybody you are dead because they see God's favor on you. Okay? So out here people say, well, she's like this and she doesn't do that and she doesn't, we don't see her a lot and she doesn't mix around. Yes, that is true because I have a vision, I have a goal, I have a work ethic, I have things that I need to accomplish that I came to Africa to do, and I am not in the position to entertain any and everyone who wants a piece of my time because I have a mission and on my work are other people. Okay, while I was building this house, it was not possible for me to meet and, oh, I want to see you and I want to did and I want to collaborate and I didn't do that. I didn't do that because I couldn't afford myself to be distracted. In that point in my life, I was a builder, building from the intangible. Go to the Bible and read what it says about the builders. Okay, the builders are the people who follow the instruction of God. There's so many people in the Bible that had to build based on instruction that they were given. And I followed the instruction that I was given. I was humble and I had to let go of the tangible, which is physical money that was sitting in the bank, to build the intangible, which is a place that people can come to should they need to come to Africa. And I had to stand in that and had the faith in that. Okay, I asked for donations, I asked for support, and I was very grateful and thankful for even someone who gave $5, $10, $20. But it was not sufficient to do what I needed to do. And I had to lean into my grant and I had to lean into my own support system. And at the end of the day, when I said that there is a certain kind of behavior I could no longer tolerate, people try to attack me for that. Okay. And I'm okay if that's how the perception, if that's how people feel. Okay. Because I know within myself what the truth is. I and God knows. So I don't really have to walk around and, do this and do that and say this and say that, because I know the truth and I'm at peace in my heart of the truth that I did this 99% on my own. Okay, there is a 1% of support that I got from talking to people on YouTube or people who made pre-bookings. And that is really what helped me to feel like I should continue to do what I did. And in that process, instead of getting the support, there was a lot of tear down. Okay, but I am still here and I am still standing because it was not the tear down that brought me here. It was not the mouths and the saying and the negativity that put me here. And when you are driving your own company or your own business, you don't have time for that. Okay, so you have to have a switch in your head. When the noise is too loud and there is too much rah, 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 you have to be able to turn that switch off and stay focused and take charge. Okay, because that is what happens when you are on your way to something, period, point blank. There's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of opposition, a lot of people who try to negate and try to, bring an opposite view of you, to try to say, well, you're a woman or you're black or you're this or you're that, to try to use those things against you. Okay, it's not your job to fight those people and prove them right or wrong. That's God's job. Your job is to stay focused and firm and stand in your mission. Okay? And if you don't know what your mission is, you need to write it down and go back to it day in and day out, and sometimes 3 or 4 times a day to stay focused on your mission. Okay? The next, right? So don't let people who never had a dream to come to fruition have control over your dreams. That was point number 2. Number 3 is dream as big as you want and start small. The right people will come. Dream as big as you want. Okay? If you decide that you are going to be in charge of all of the coconut industry in the entire world, okay, that's your dream. That's the vision that you got, that you're going to be the coconut water queen. That vision, start it small. How can you be the coconut queen when you don't even own a coconut tree? You don't even know all the different things that a coconut can do. You have never grated a coconut. You never put the coconut in a blender. You never made coconut milk. You never made coconut oil. You never put it on a stove. You don't know how long it takes for a coconut tree to grow. You don't know what kind of soil a coconut tree will grow in. You don't know how many coconuts you can get from one tree. You don't know all of these things, okay? But that doesn't mean that you should be daunted by that task. So if you decided that you wanted to be the coconut queen of the universe, you need to get you some trees. You need to find out all the things that the coconut can do. You need to start small. Get a small coconut tree, plant it, see how long it takes to grow. Watch another, get some land with some coconut trees on it and see what you can get off of that coconut. When you get the coconut, try to see all the type of things you can make. Okay? That is called research and development. While you are researching and developing all of the lovely things that you can make from your coconut, there is going to be people come by and say, why are you doing that? That's stupid. Why are you doing that? That doesn't make any sense. You can sell all of these coconuts and you can make a lot of money while everybody else is out there selling coconuts. Yes. And you can go out and compete in the marketplace and get shot down because everybody is selling coconuts for 1,000 T-shilling a coconut. But if you take the time to do the research and the development about your coconut, about what your coconut can do, how long it takes your coconut to grow, what you can make from your coconut. You can get the coconut water, you can get fresh coconut meat, you can make coconut milk, you can make coconut oil, you can make brooms from the coconut bough, you can do all different kinds of stuff. You need to take the time to research and develop because that is what's going to give you the market advantage. However, going back to this, start small. If you decide what you want to do is be the coconut queen, start small and see where you go from there. Okay, so start with a piece of land, start with one coconut tree, start with a couple of coconuts in your house, build up your passion for coconut, learn all about coconut farming, learn all about coconut plantation, learn where coconut grows, learn all these things. Because if you do not do that, you will neither be the coconut queen, nor the coconut pauper, nor the coconut beggar, nor the coconut nothing, because you don't even have the basics to set a foundation on. And no one can get behind you, see what you're doing, support what you're doing, because you don't even necessarily have the foundation. So that is point 3. Okay, dream as big as you want, start as small as you can. Start with just you. Take the time to do the research and the development. Take the time, take the time, take the time, take the time. Make the time. Get up earlier. Whatever it is that you said you're going to do or you want to do, get up earlier. If you have to be up by 6 to get the kids ready for school, wake up at 4. Give yourself a 2-hour jump on everything. Wake up at 4. That first hour is for you. Meditate, talk to God, do your exercise. The next hour is building on your dream. Then when you're finished with that, then you got the husband and the kids. But you cannot expect to hold the same schedule that you would if you had a job. Okay? You have to take charge of the situation, because if you are going to do that, you will not have your dream, because it is the hours that you put in to get you there. Okay? And if you're not putting in your hours, you're not going to be able to get the kind of things that you need done. It's that simple. Okay? So let's say number 4, do not tolerate dream killers. People who add nothing, do nothing, say nothing towards your success. And that say part is very, very dangerous, because you have a thing called words without works. And there, along the way, you're going to find a lot of people who are going to say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Or I wish you luck. Or I'm going to do this. Or better you do, go, go, go. But there is no works. Okay? Now that's for the people out there, but the people who are around you, who are in your family, who are in your home, who are in your life, and they have a way of not supporting you, not doing anything, but at the same time, they are not trying to see you succeed. Those are very dangerous people. You have to remove yourself from their presence, because they will try to manipulate your situation to their advantage when they know that you're trying to achieve something. And all that you're going to end up with at the end of the day is frustration. And frustration is not a success energy. If you are frustrated all the time, it detracts away from your dreams. It detracts away from the energy that you need for your enthusiasm to push your boat out from the intangible to the tangible. So we're talking about energy, the energy drainer, the dream killer, the people who try to deliberately frustrate you and try to deliberately detract from you and try to deliberately tie you up and play games with you and manipulate you and say they love you, but work towards your disadvantage to manipulate you. Because if you succeed, they think in their mind that they fail. If you succeed, they think in their mind that they won't see you again. If you succeed, they think in their mind that you have won and they have lost, because they have a mentality of competitiveness, that they will consistently try to be superior over you no matter what you do. So those kind of people, you have to take away yourself, as they say in Jamaica. Do not allow those people around you. Do not allow that kind of energy. You've heard this from me, and you'll hear it again, and you've heard it before. Entrepreneurship is one of the most loneliest things you will ever do in life. It is extremely lonely, but you have to be willing to go through it by yourself than with people who are taking away your energy, people who have their handbrakes on you, people who believe that there is some kind of competition, that at all times and no matter what, they are going to try to negate, and they're going to try to compete with you verbally, psychologically. They will play mind games, they will gaslight, they will manipulate, because in their mind, it's all a competition, and it's all about how can I get her, or get him to where I want him to be so that I can feel superior in this moment. So those people you avoid like the plague. Plague. Leave those people out. Okay? Those are people you say, hi, 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 how are you? Oh, good, good. Great to hear your voice. Bye. Click, hang up your phone. Okay, go no contact if you have to. If you live with them, you leave at sunrise, you come back at sundown, where there avoid all contact, avoid anything that you could do, because those people will look at you and go, well, how's that going for you? And when you say, well, I'm still working on it. Well, when I was your age, I accomplished this and I had that and I did this and I did that. And, and it's all about detracting from you, taking little jabs, little jabs, little jabs, peeling away at you, small, 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 till at the end of the day, you feel very powerless. Like, why bother? Why even try? So don't abide those kind of people in your spirit. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so don't tolerate the dream killers, the people who add nothing, do nothing, especially that they say nothing. And again, be careful, because if somebody says that they love you and want you to see your dreams succeed and come to fruition, the normal action is there is a word with work behind it. Okay? People who genuinely believe in you and believe in your success will put their works behind their words, whether that is, helping you to do a task, or helping you in a small financial way, or helping you in any way possible, because they believe in you. And once someone believes in you, it adds motivation to you. It gives you the energy to push out the boat. But you have to watch the works. Don't just watch the word, watch the works. Okay? So let's see. The next one is your position is relative to the people around you and support you. Okay? Don't allow the people around you who seek to divide you and cannot get behind you as the leader. Okay? There are people in this world that their mentality is so centrally focused and so selfishly focused that they cannot see themselves behind someone else as a leader. Now, when you have a company, and when you have a business, and when you have investors, and when you have people who are working together as a group, it is valuable, viable, important, and necessary that the leader is clearly identified. When you look at the company papers, it says, who here is the leader? Who is the director? Okay? It says, who here is the person responsible? Who here is writing these documents? Who here is doing these? When you have a company, there has to be a clear recognition for who the leader is. And the groups and the people that work with you and work with your different kind of projects that you need to accomplish, people need to learn to get behind the leader, because your position is vulnerable. If people cannot get behind you and get behind your vision and get behind your goals towards bringing the company or to fruition. Okay? And I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why people specifically will not get behind the leader. One of those is many people have an inkling of jealousy. So if you, as the leader, you set out a goal, my goal is to raise $1 million. I raised $1 million. This is how the $1 million should be used to accomplish the goals towards the company. Then you will have someone will say, well, why she got $1 million? How are you a part of a company trying to subvert and create and create shit storms when there is a clear leader. Okay. The other thing is that some people will get behind the leader to try to learn or know what they can do so that they themselves can go and have their own company or their own ideas about what they want to do. And so they cannot tolerate working behind someone else because they have their own mission and their own goals and their own agenda. Now, when that comes down to leadership, let me tell you what nature says. In nature, you have the lion pride, whether it's a woman, the female pride, or the male pack of lions. There is a leader. When it comes to the whales sailing south to get to cooler temperatures, there is a leader. The lead, when it comes to the wolves leading each other, there is a leader. Sometimes the leader is leading from behind. They want to see their team succeed. They want to see other people succeed. So they will stop and make sure that other people have what they need so that they can do what they need to do. And then they will drive the team ahead. But what nature dictates is that there is a leader. Okay. Now, if you are leading a company with people who cannot get behind your leadership, your decisions, your final decisions, your vision, your goal, then you need a new group of cohorts, because it is impossible to lead people who do not want to be led. That is what leadership, entrepreneurship, and building a company is all about. You go and you work for someone because you recognize that this person can pay your salary and you're going to follow their instruction. Likely the same. When you get involved in a company, you should understand that there are things that are expected of you because there is a leader and there is a mission and there is a goal. Okay. But once people have the mentality that they should lead, and why should this person have this or why should this person have that, like someone should walk around every day and say, well, I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, therefore I should lead. No, you're talking about now power struggles, and you're talking about division, unnecessary division, because it detracts away from the work. Your position is relative to the people that you have around you. So choose wisely. Okay? Choose wisely. And if you're unable to lead your team, lead yourself. Period. Period. Okay? Because not everyone who says that they're there for you are actually there for you. They're there, but they're not there for you. So you need to have that spirit of discernment to allow yourself to lead yourself, to understand what needs to be done, because there are people who will say that they're there to help, but what they're there to do is to help tear you down. Okay? And so you have to have a different kind of mentality that come hell or high water, you're not going to allow anyone to get into your head, to get into your face, to get into your space, to divide you from your mission and your goal. Okay? Also, as the leader, you have to understand how to lead. You have to understand how to delegate. You have to understand how to communicate. You have to understand how to support your team, to provide them with the things that they need so that they can move forward. Okay, not everyone on your team is actually going to pull their own weight because sometimes they don't know how. Sometimes they're overwhelmed with what you're sharing with them. So what you have to do is, as the leader, give clear, concise direction. And as the leader, you also have to be prepared to weed out bad apples from the bunch. Okay. And that is very important here in Africa, because you will have people who look at you as a woman, or look at you as weak, or look at you as a foreigner, that why should I get behind this Muzungu? Or why should she lead me? Or why should she do this? Or why should she do that? Okay. And there is a spirit of jealousy that comes with position, and you have to own it and recognize it and understand it and be ready for it, because it be coming, whether you like it or not, whether you're the best person in the world, the most Christian person in the world, the whatever. Okay, the spirit of jealousy is going to come, and it comes to everyone. Okay. And the things that I'm talking about are things that I saw in the workplace in America, the things that I've seen in my career, and the things that I have also seen here. Okay. I have seen companies split up because one person did not want to get behind that leader. One person didn't, they wanted his ideas, but they didn't want to get behind him to do it. Okay. They also have a different viewpoint, and they've split companies apart, pulled teams apart. People lose jobs, people lose opportunities, because there was inside working to try to get to detract, to destroy one company and build up the other with the team that the other person built, with the philosophy that that other person built. So be very, 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 very careful, because as I said, your position is relative to the people around you and who support you. Okay. So with this part, when it says around, that's one thing, but support is the most important thing. Okay. Because you will have people around you who are clingers on. You've all seen the celebrities that get wealthy and then they just disappear. And it's the people around them who are taking money, who are taking disadvantage of them, who are abusing them, who are, manipulating them, who are trying to play games with them. Those are the people that you have to be careful of. Your position is relative to those who are around you and those who support you. If you do not have a pack to lead, are you still a leader? Yes, because you have to lead yourself. You have to lead yourself. Okay. So those of you who are looking to get into a company, or get behind someone, or get into a business, or start a business, or whatever, you have to have a different kind of work acumen, and you have to have a spirit of discernment to figure out who do you want around you and how can these people work as a team. Because if you have people who are not team oriented, they will change the psychology and the behavior and the pattern of behavior in your working group. And you cannot afford that. Okay. So weed them out early, cut them off early, and try to navigate that experience of keeping your team together no matter what. Okay. So here's this last part. I'm going to call this part tech charge. So this is what I was working on this morning for myself. So the Spirit said to share it with y'all. So here I am. So while you're on your journey, to round everything up, while you're on your journey, people are going to discourage you. Stay focused. and take charge. Take charge. Take charge. Like I said, there has to be a switch. There has to be a switch called no, not today. You have to learn how to flip that switch in your head. That you have to learn how to take the storm and look at it and say, what is this? And step out of it. Okay? Do not let the storm consume you. Do not let the hurricane swallow you up. Take charge. Take charge of the situation. No matter what it is, take charge. At the end of the day, we're talking about survival, and we're talking about your growth. If you do not learn how to step away from discouraging people, you will continuously find the days dwindle away, and you will not have charge over your life. Okay? Oh, this one. People are going to tell lies on you. Period. Point blank. They tell lie upon Oprah, them tell lie upon everybody, them tell lie upon Jesus. Why, if they tell lies on Jesus, why wouldn't they tell lies on you? Okay? But believe it, that there are people out there who will tell lies, and even more so, there are people who will relay lies without even knowing you, without getting to know you, without listening to you, without having a conversation with you, without having anything to do with you, and they will continue to pick up the lie and relay the lie and whatever. Okay? That is not your job. It is not your job to try to change anyone's minds or try to make anything straight or clear the air. That is not your job. Your job is to keep going, because it will all come out in the wash in the end. It will all come out in the wash in the end. So there's no reason for you to trail behind anybody and try to change their opinions, because, as they say, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. And if you're going to waste your time trying to make it right, the people who believe in lies without any kind of detailed information on the facts and the truth, those are not the people you want to be around with anyway. And again, if that's distraction, stay focused no matter what you do. Don't let anybody twist you up. If you're a Bible reading person, it is filled with people who tell lies and filled with hypocrisy. And it's also filled with small-minded people who tend to believe those things as well. So stay away also from gossipers, people who carry, in Jamaica we say, carry go bring come, or carry come bring go. Meaning that if they will bring you the information, they will also take information out. Okay? So out of the gossip, that's one of the things that I do here. I stay to myself. I keep quiet. You don't hear me talking about nobody else. You don't hear me calling on anyone else. You don't hear me talking about anybody else, because that's not my business. My business is over here. My employees, my child, my business, my company, my shareholders, that's my business. Okay? So you have to stay focused on your business. Don't be all up in everything. You're not going to be one of those people who can have success if you're up in everything and you have to be there and be on top of everybody else all the time. You're not the mayor of the universe. You're not the mayor of anybody else's business. You're the mayor of your business and your truth. Okay? Which goes to this. People will dislike you. It comes with the territory, because people have perceptions of who you are supposed to be. People will have an idea of who in their mind that they have created you to be. And when you prove them wrong, they don't like that. It's not necessarily you that they don't like. It's that their perception of who they thought you were. When you prove them wrong, they don't like to be proven wrong. They want to be proven right. So people will dislike you. They will dislike you for your hair. They'll dislike you for your religious views. They will dislike you because you speak well. They'll dislike you because you don't come from the part of the world they come from. They will dislike you because you have success. They will dislike you because you have a house. They'll dislike you. People will do that. That is human nature. But again, that is not your concern. Take charge. Okay? You will all in this journey of entrepreneurship, you will also make decisions that are unpopular. Okay? You will have to make decisions that are black and white. You have to draw the line straight down the middle in order for you to go to where you need to go. You are not going to get there by being everyone's friends and people pleasing, because it is not the nature of the business, especially out here in Africa. People pleasing and customer service are two complete different things. Okay? You all know the difference between the two. Customer service is providing quality service to the customers who are looking to purchase from you or do business with you. People pleasing is doing things to make people like you. And at the end of the day, somebody will also dislike you because you're a people pleaser or a brown noser or you're da 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 da. Okay? When you're just nice, right? You could be the nicest person in the world. People will not like you. And you have to get used to it, get over it, and keep moving. Take charge. It's not your job to make everybody like you. You have a job if you're an entrepreneur. You have a job with clear expectations. If you have investors in your company, there is a clear expectation. There is a clear purpose for what you need to do. Okay, your job is not out here to try to make everyone like you, because, like I just said, people will not like you just because of the color of your skin. That's called prejudice. People will not like you because you're a foreigner. That's called xenophobia. There are different words for many ways in which people cannot like you. So don't be perturbed by the fact that someone or some people don't like you. It comes with the territory. Okay, there are specific words in the dictionary because people will not like you, and it's all right. It's okay. Have your peace of mind, have your peace as long as you're walking in the truth, doing the right thing, and doing the best that you possibly can do with the situation that you're in. It's okay if someone has a different opinion of you than what you have of yourself, but their opinions of you is not your opinion of yourself. Okay? As long as you like you and what you're doing, and if you are leaning into trying to do good things and make the world a better place than how you found it, you liking you having respect for yourself, you being able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, wow, I did the best I could in that situation. Okay, I didn't lunch on it. I didn't, go to the left, or I didn't, let anger get the better part of me. I did the best that I could in that situation. Those are the important things that you must hold on to. Okay, not whether people like you or not. All right. So take charge of that. Take charge, take charge, take charge. Okay? Because people will dislike you, especially if they cannot manipulate you. Especially if they cannot manipulate you. Especially if they cannot force you to be the person that they want you to be, so they can say, see that, see that, me tell her no, me tell her no, see, I told you she ain't nothing. If people always dropping negativity on you and you're always shaking it off and coming out at the end, do you think they're gonna like that? No, they're not. So just keep doing you, all right? So anyway, take charge of that. Stay focused. Take charge. Woo! The next one. There are people out there who definitely don't like you, but they'll pretend to be your friend. Those people, oh, if you have the spirit of discernment and if you have experience with those kind of people, be ready for them. Watch their actions, watch their behavior. They're people who, because your heart will know right away who is for you and who is pretending to be for you, to try to use you and manipulate you. And after they have used you and manipulated you, they will suck you dry and spit you out. So guard your energy, guard yourself, okay? Stay focused. There are relationships in the world that will go sideways, okay? That history is filled with betrayal. The Bible is filled with betrayal. Your family history is filled with betrayal, okay? But that doesn't mean that there aren't any good people out there. So it's up to you to discern who is good, who is there for happiness and joy and genuine friendship. Okay? And you also have to be careful. You have to be happy, because I told you entrepreneurship is a lonely thing. You have to be happy with being lonely. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to be your own friend. You have to say, hey girl, how you doing today? What's going on with you? You're the one who has to be your best friend. Okay, because if you're looking at the stage in entrepreneurship, running a company and running a business and also looking for a friend and looking for your joy elsewhere, you will be severely disappointed in human beings and what they will bring to you in that position. Okay? Because when you are climbing the mountain, there are people who cannot tell where on the mountain you are. Because as an entrepreneur, they will see that you're climbing a mountain and they'll think, oh, she's on the mountain. She's on the mountain and she's getting that good air and she's way up there and she's having a grand old time. How can I get some of that? Okay, they don't know where on the mountain you are. They just know you're in a mountain, and it's the haters who can see your blessing before you. Other people are not even just the haters, even your friends. People can see. You can't, because you're the one climbing it. But they're looking at this mountain going, hot damn, how she got up there? And you're looking like, oh my God, I'm so scared. It's so high up here. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Am I going to get to the top? Am I going to fall over? I need a rope. I need a pick. I need something. I need some shoes. I need some gloves. This mountain is cold. It's lonely. It's jagged up here. How did I get all the way up here? Oh, I best go back down. Oh, there are so many things that when you're climbing that mountain, that will break your spirit, but no one sees that. Nobody sees it. All they see is you are on a mountain and they think you've gotten to the top. Meanwhile, you're just like at the base of your mountain, right? You're at the base of your mountain trying to figure out how to continue up your mountain, but people don't understand that. Okay, they see that, well, you're driving a car, you're on your mountain, you live in a house, a nice house, you're on the mountain, you got a business going on, you're on the mountain. But they don't know your struggles on that mountain. They don't know where you're going. They just see you on the mountain. Okay, and there's some people who they see you just edging on the ledge of the mountain and they want you to pull them up. And you reaching down will drag yourself straight down that mountain. You will drag yourself back down because you do not have proper footing or holding. So be careful. Be careful of the people who you bring around you. You need people who will help you to get up the mountain, who understands, who sees that, okay, you're just like, you just got your foot on the mountain. You're not even up there. Let me push you on up there. Okay? Okay, here, stand here and put your foot on the next one and climb up a little bit. And okay, all right, now keep going. You need those people. You need those people. And when you get up there, hook it in and then throw down the rope and I'll catch it and I'll jump up to you. Okay? You need those people. You need those people because they're people who don't understand the journey, what the journey is like, where on the mountain you are, and so they are looking for you to pull them up when you do not have the proper footing. So stay lonely. If you don't have anyone to help you, to push you up and help you to navigate and to climb up a little bit, and to get to where you need to go so you could throw the rope back down, stay to yourself. You don't need a ton of friends. You don't get a diary, talk to some people, at least one or two persons who genuinely know you. You're feeling lonely, go watch something on Netflix. Just do not allow your moments of weakness to drag you down, because there are people out there, there are spirits out there who are waiting, who are lurking, who are looking, who are trying to maneuver you in any way they possibly can by coming close to you. So tighten that ship, tighten it up, take charge, take charge of your loneliness, take charge of your of yourself, because there's folks, like I said, they only see you on the mountain, that, oh, she on the mountain. They don't know how precarious your position is. All they know is that you are elevated just a little above them, or you are elevated above them. And so you can send the rope back down and drag them back up when you're just barely edging out on the mountain. Okay, so be careful of that. All right, take charge of that. Take charge of your loneliness. Take charge of the false pretenders. Take charge of those friends, because those people who claim to be friends, because once they realize that you cannot do what they think you can do, they will abandon you. Okay, and you are going to be reeling from the disappointment. You are going to be lost in the sauce, frustrated and confused, and you are going to lose your focus. So it is better not to get yourself involved with any stray folks, stray friends, stray people. Just stay focused, take charge, be on top of you, do all the things that you need to do to get to where you need to go. Make the self-sacrifice for your own peace of mind. Remember all the people who depend on you and push you up that mountain. Don't go looking for anybody else or any kind of gratification or satisfaction in that vulnerable position, because they will drag you down. Okay? That's one. Next, this is something very serious, and y'all should take note on this one, especially here in Africa, out here in Tanzania. People will try to destroy it with witchcraft. Witchcraft is real. Okay? Just like how God is real and God has his angels, the devil is also real And the devil also has his demons. And there are people out here who are skilled and knowledgeable and know how, not just even here in Africa, the Caribbean too, okay, that know how to manipulate the spirit world to use negative energy towards you, to try to destroy your company, to try to destroy you, to try to destroy your family, to try to take away your blessing, to try to turn your blessings into curse, to try to turn your happiness into weeping, to try to take advantage of you in any way, shape, or form. So they send, when they cannot manipulate you, hand to hand, fist to fist, mouth to mouth, paper to paper, they come with witchcraft. Okay. And it is real out here. And you have to have the discerning spirit. You have to have understanding that there are no such things as coincidence. When you see one thing happen, two things happen, three things happen, okay. You know you're in a spiritual battle. You have to know how to pray. You have to know how to prepare. You have to have a minister. You have to have someone on deck. Okay, you have to know exactly what you need to do to protect yourself spiritually. You have to be armed spiritually, okay? Because this game, especially this game of entrepreneurship, is about one thing and one thing only. It is about faith in God, because you get up every single day or with a business that you created out of your mind, out of a vision, out of a dream that just appeared out of nowhere, that came from God, that you used as inspiration, and you have faith. You are working in the dark towards a goal that you cannot see. That is called faith in the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Therefore, there is nothing that you can do in this world that is more transmuted than a thing called entrepreneurship, because you're demonstrating faith in God. So from the day you pick up yourself and you say, well, you know, so I'm gonna make hair oil, I'm gonna make castor oil, and you know, I have a vision, say, me know what to do, and I see some tree, I'm inspired, and I know exactly how to make the castor oil, and I'm gonna make the castor oil now. Yeah, man, I saw it go. And you know, you have no idea who your customers are. You didn't do the market research, because our ancestors didn't do the market research. They had nobody to go to when them some gonna make some castor oil. And they go and they make the castor oil, and lo and behold, it sells. And lo and behold, somebody else wants some castor oil. Next thing you know, people from China are calling for other castor oil. Next thing you know, you're shipping gallons and gallons. That's God. That is God. So on the day when you pick up yourself and you say, I want to do a business, I want to do this, you are speaking out into this ether of life and energy, talking to the universal creator of all things. That is an energy from God, as long as it's doing something well. I'm not talking about the business then where take advantage of people and lock up people and all of them, something that's another God, that's another God word, that's the devil word. Okay, I'm talking about good works. Okay, when you have those visions and you have those dreams, that is God and his angels working with you. And you're going to have the opposite of that working against you. Okay, and there are people out there, maybe there's somebody else who's been making castor oil for 30 years. Oh, she come make castor oil and she make more money than me. How come me nah get what she get? I wonder what she do. That's how it starts. They can't compete with you. They can't destroy you. They can't take away your business, but they can try to hurt you. Next thing you know, something happened to your little castor oil machine. Next thing you know, this person who is supposed to work the castor oil machine, not work, not them, their child is sick and they can't work anymore. Next thing you know, you have an order that you can't fill because you don't have your castor oil. Next thing you know, something happened to the bottles where you put your castor oil machine. That name witchcraft. And I saw it go. bad mind and grudgeful. Them will go obia man. We call it obia man. You know, they will work witchcraft against you if it looks like you are having some kind of success that they should have, if it looks like you are accomplishing something that they should accomplish. And if you Google the word Tanzania and witchcraft, you will be very shocked at what you see. Okay? Mysterious illness, witchcraft. You go to the doctor and no, then but you keep going to the hospital. Nobody can find what's wrong with you. Okay? Witchcraft. How do you overcome that? You have to have the same faith that you put behind your business. You have to put that faith behind God. You have to put that faith behind energy, the same energy that brought you to where you are. You put that energy behind protection. You have to know how to pray. You have to know who to pray to. You have to know when to pray and what to say, because it is the vibrational energy of your intent that breaks up those spirits. And that is a fact. That is something that I grew up in Jamaica seeing. So I'm not telling you something that I'm speculating about. This stuff is real. And when it comes to Africa, them people, yeah, it generationally. Okay? And bad mind alone, in a Jamaica, we have this saying that says bad mind worse than obia, meaning that someone's bad mind alone, just them bad mind, just bad mind about your house and bad mind about your life and bad mind about your business. Their bad mind about your children. Their bad mind alone is worse than obia. How do you contradict that? Because you're fighting an enemy that you can't see. You're fighting a spirit or a demon that you can't see, but you don't know, right? What are you going to do? You know, this is the thing. The enemy depends on your confusion and your inability to understand. So the first thing you have to do is understand when you're under spiritual attack. Do you know when you're under spiritual attack? How do you know? The things that I just said a while ago. Use your intuition. There is no such thing as coincidence. There is no such thing as oh, this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened. You have to know, you have to understand and discern and learn how to send it back. Okay? You have to know how to send it back, because people will try to take advantage of you, especially me out here by single mother by herself and have a company and built the Exodus house and doing all of this in CMOS. You think there aren't people trying to take advantage of me? You think that over the years that I haven't had people to come and abuse me? You think that I grew up in Jamaica, born and raised in Jamaica, that I have not never seen witchcraft in action? You think I don't know how to protect myself? I have to know how to protect myself. And that's why witchcraft is dangerous. And that's why y'all shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't have negative thinking about people, because you don't know who knows what. You don't purposely piss people off. You don't purposely mess with folks. Okay? I am a very big person of defending yourself. Okay? You mind your own business, but if somebody comes for you, for me in particular, they will feel the hands. Simple as that. Because I put my God in front of me no matter what. Okay? If you're going to come for me, you have to come for my angels. And you don't have that kind of power. You really don't. Okay? Because I put my angels, God put his angels, he gave his angels charge over me according to his riches and glory. He gave his angels charge over me. Okay? So don't look at someone and think, oh, I can do that, or oh, I'm a throw a blow. Them saying Jamaica, if you live in a glass house, don't throw blows. And if you can't take blows, don't throw blows. So for people out there who don't understand, what that is when someone throws a blow, it's they go to the black arts, they go to witchcraft, they go to bad mind, they start talking negative, thinking negative, throwing negativity at you, doing things to try to tear you down and try to get back at you and blah blah blah, get you to succumb, to break you down, to do these kinds of things. Okay. And me personally, I can't live in that world, because that, I know the energy that I have, right? And I have my child, and I have my child and my child's generation. When people turn to black arts and black magic, what you will find is down the line in their generation, you're going to find a thing what we call in Jamaica called reaction. Okay, meaning that it will come back to you, if not you, in your generation. So what do? You live clean, try to be honest, do the right thing, because on the day when people try you and you cry and you call to your God, God will answer you and will send his angels to protect you. Okay, and be careful of the people who are telling you to which witchcraft worker to go to, because you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need none of that. All you need to do is know how to protect yourself, how to pray, when to pray, have a minister on deck, know what to do to protect and defend yourself. Okay, that's all you have to do. So out here, witchcraft is real. Okay, follow your intuition. No coincidence. No coincidences what at all. If in 1 week something happens where this happened to one person, this happened to one person, this happened to one person, then you realize that you are in black arts territory, where someone is trying to do something. What do you do with that? You take charge. You pray. You learn how to pray. You pray. You have to be a praying person. You have to be a person who have faith in God. If you're going to start in this business, you're in any kind of business, you're going to have some kind of faith, strong, in God, in your ancestors, in the angels, in the power, whatever it is, you have to learn how to pray. Okay? So those are some of the things that you need to know. All right. Witchcraft is real, just like how God and his angels and blessings are real. You have to learn how to pray. If you're going to talk about entrepreneurship, you have to learn and understand how to pray. Okay. Okay. I said this before. I'm going to say it again, that people without vision will try to destroy your vision. Okay. So this is where you have to be careful who you share your vision with. When you're in Africa, the what's the word? The culture, the atmosphere, the environment, the way how business is done is not what you're accustomed to. Okay? The things that normally happen in the normal course of a business does not happen how it should happen in Africa. Okay? However, your vision or your experience here in Africa is going to be completely different. So when you try to say to someone, whether it's someone back home, whether it's your dad or your mom, that listen, I need this to do that, or this needs to happen before that, there is going to be a what's the word? A discrepancy between how things are traditionally done and how things need to be done in Africa. And you're going to find that without vision, if these people that you're trying to share your ideas with, if they don't have the vision enough to understand or see beyond what they know, then you are going to find conflict. So you need people who have vision, who see things. And that is a person that's the person that you need to talk to the most. A person who has vision. Because that person, whether that person is a senior person in your family or a person who, all they do is knit all day long, but they have vision and they have understanding. That's the person that you talk to the most, because that person will give you the fuel and the inspiration to continue on. Okay? So only try to have the deep vision conversations with people who also have vision, because those people understand no matter what the circumstances are, that there is an opportunity at the end despite the hurdles. Okay? It's someone who always has something positive to say that can bring you to the other side, not the people who don't have anything positive to say, who don't have anything to say, who don't have anything encouraging to say, who don't have anything of value to say. Okay? In this entrepreneurship game, it's all about energy. Okay? And you need that. And if you allow yourself around the people who do not have vision, they will destroy your vision, or they will try. You have to take charge. You have to take charge of that situation. Cut the conversation short. Remove yourself. Exclude this person if you need to. Do not tolerate or allow anyone else to suck your dream from you with their low and negative energy. You don't have to talk to anybody. You can write it down if you don't have a supportive person. Anything that you are interested in doing, there is a channel out there on YouTube for that. Anything that you are trying to accomplish, there are people out there doing it and accomplishing it. Find and align yourself with those people. Okay? So take charge. Don't allow that kind of energy, which is also another spirit of negative witchcraft, to destroy. Okay? Okay. Here's another important one. This is the last one, and then I'm done. I said I was only going to keep it an hour. We're at now 1 hour and 17 minutes. Okay, so here is the last one. Thieves. Thieves. People will steal from you. They will steal your time. They will steal your energy, and they will it's not just about money. It's about time and energy. Okay? Those people, you have to guard yourself from, because there are people, especially in my situation here, where people come to Tanzania, they are, they're looking to get to know the country, and I'm not on vacation. They are on vacation. I am not. I'm working. So I have to balance all of my time. I have investors, I have partners, I have people who are looking to get involved in my company. And so every time I take away from that, I am allowing myself to be stolen from. So stealing is not only about money. Stealing is about time. Stealing is about energy. Stealing is about taking your ideas and your knowledge to try to take advantage of what you have worked for. That is a form of stealing. Okay? So you have to guard your time and guard your energy. Okay? You have to take charge of your time. You have to know when to cut things short. If you are doing something or you're trying to accomplish something and you are allowing someone to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk over the phone for 2, 3 hours and try to suck up your time. Meanwhile, you had a plan to do something for that 3 hours. You have allowed yourself to be drained and stolen from. You don't see it, but the person who is doing it to you knows it. Okay? So you have to guard yourself against that kind of time consumption. And it doesn't even have to be a person. It could also be your habits. It could also be, your habit of procrastination. It can also be, your habit of self-soothing. It could be whatever it is. If you allow yourself to do that more than how you're doing your work, then you're stealing from yourself. Okay? And if you allow people to do that, to there are people out there that you're related to, that are part of your family, that you will tell them your plans and you'll tell them your dreams and you'll say, well, listen, today I'm going to be working on this part of my plan. And that day, when you say, I need this day to work on my plan, that's the day when they come for you. That's the day when they're going to tell you, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. They'll leave you in a lurch. You expected them to help you to babysit so you could do your plan. You expected them to help you so that you can do something, and they will abandon you on that very same day. They will take that day as, oh, well, that's the day. Well, if she can take a day to do her business, well, that's the day I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna get my nails done because I'm not gonna watch her kids because I got things to do too. Okay? That again is the demon of competitiveness. That again is the demon of negativity. That again is a spirit that you do not want around you. Okay? And that again is the demon of stealing. That is a demon. So when you're working on something or when you're doing something or when you have, time to do something, you don't need to announce it to the world. You don't need to tell anyone that, listen, this is the day that I need to do this and I need to get this done or I'm not going to reach my deadline. Just go missing. Just go missing. Just do what you need to do, and that is one of the ways that you have to circumvent and pull yourself out of some of the situations that people will put you into when they see you working on a dream. Unfortunately, in the West, in America, you sitting around on your computer does not translate to money. And people will drag you and they'll drag you away from that because they can't see how that is putting money in your pocket. They can't see the day by day work that you need to do to get to that place where you need to go. Okay? They can't translate, even if in my case, like when I was in film school, right? Our film classes went online during COVID on lockdown, and by day, I had to be on my computer to be in the classes from 9 a.m. sometimes all the way back to 7 p.m. and sometimes getting back on for a meeting at 10 p.m. Okay. And in the household that I was in, with the person that I was with, they decided that those were the days that they had to make the most difficult. When I had my midterm exams coming up, that was the time that this person decided to unleash all hell. And if you go to the video that I posted, my African Exodus story, that last part, that was during my midterms, right? Or the middle part, sorry, the second one, that was during my midterms. So I have come upon it, and I have seen it, and I understand it. So there's nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new that I'm going, oh, I can't believe they did that. No, when you are working towards, remember I just said, entrepreneurship comes from God. When you get your vision and your dreams and your goals and you're working towards it, you have been inspired. The word inspire comes from the Latin word in spirit, in spirito. You have received it from the spirit world. You're working for the tangible from the intangible. You're now working with on God's highway of receiving and transmitting and transmuting that into the physical plane. You're now working with God and his angels on his highway. So when you are in your entrepreneurship mode and you're doing your work, you are on a spiritual plane. You have to get that. You must understand that. And when you are on this in the spiritual realm, without protection out there, you are also you're visible also to the devil. I can't say it any other way. Okay, the other day, Joseph, I had two birds, and one was new. And Joseph, he's not the one who cleans the bird cage, and he took the cage and he cleaned it. And the new bird flew out of the cage. And he was so beautiful that flying around the trees, I had picked him specifically for his colors. He was bright. He had like neon colors at the end of his tips. It was one of those parakeets, and he flew out of the cage, and you can see him like a lightning bolt flying around. And you know who else saw him? The crows. They saw him, and they came upon him immediately. And he was flying for his life. He is a cage bird, born in a cage. He doesn't know anything about no crows. He doesn't know that he would be attacked. He doesn't know how beautiful he is. He doesn't know that he's sparkling in the sun. And that is what I'm trying to say to you. When you are out here doing the work that you're doing, you're now in a spiritual plane. Okay? Working from the intangible to the intangible, you are now on a spiritual plane, and you don't see how beautiful you are. You don't see how beautiful your vision is. You don't see how magnificent you are. And you are out here flying around in the sunlight. You're out here on God's highway with all of this light and color and all of this blessing shining on you. And just the way that you are out here, the demons are out here watching you. And you don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that. You have no idea about that. You were born in a material plane. You don't know anything about no demons. You don't know anything about lies. You don't know anything about anybody taking stuff away from you. You don't know nothing about no witchcraft. You don't know nothing about discouragement. You don't know nothing about that stuff. You got God's blessing on you, and you're just out here flying. Okay? You have to understand how to pray and how to fight, because these crows out here, they will come for you. And you have to understand how to defend yourself, how to hide when you need to hide, how to protect yourself because you have God's blessing on you. You can't see it because it's on you. You're not looking at it going, oh my God, look at God's blessing on me. You don't even know that God's blessing is on you. You have no idea or how or any concept. And because of that, what you're going to find is there are people who will see you before you even see you and know who you are and know what you are, and they're coming for you. And you have to be ready. You have to be ready. You have to be ready. You have to be prepared. Okay? You have to be prepared. All I know is that the birds were the crows were flying after my bird, and I saw him hide. Okay? And I just hope he's safe. But I am just going to tell you, it's the same way. Have your blessing. You have your blessing on you. You're out here on God's superhighway. Okay? When you go to a job every day, you know that you're going to have a salary at the end of the month or in 2 weeks. You know where you work. You know who your boss is. You know who is going to pay you, and you can rely on it. Okay? And it brings you safety and protection because you know. But when you are out here in the world of entrepreneurship, you know nothing. You don't know if you will have enough money. You don't know where the money is coming from. You don't know if you will make it. You don't know any of those things. But somehow, if you continue to do the work day by day, you will make it. Day by day, it happens. When you had the vision, you didn't know how, but it happens. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to say to you. There is a very big difference between knowing and having faith. And if you are a mother or you've ever given birth to a child, or if you've ever seen the miracle of childbirth, you will understand what true faith is, because you don't know. No one knows when the child will come. They can speculate on a date. No one knows for sure if the child will be healthy. No one knows for sure if the child is really going to come. We don't know. We just have to have faith because, hey, there's stillborn kids every day. You just have to have faith. Okay? And day by day, once that child is born, God protects that child day by day. So you have to also have that faith that the birth of your business or your company, day by day, God will protect you. Day by day, God will feed you. Day by day, your blessings will come. Day by day. Okay? But if you stop at anywhere, just like how a baby, if you stop loving that baby or touching that baby or giving that baby encouragement, you're going to encounter something called failure to thrive. Like your business, if you don't talk over it, pray over it, bless it, touch it, do something with it every day for it to grow, it will not thrive. Okay? So that is all I'm going to leave it at right now. Take charge, y'all. That's something I was doing in my morning meditation, and the Spirit said, do it as a live. Okay, take charge. Take charge. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your business. Take charge of what you are looking to do. Take charge. Don't let anybody else try to use their mouth or their energy to tear you down. Don't let anybody else try to take off your coat of many colors and leave you for dead in a ditch and try to sell you into slavery. Don't let none of that stuff happen. Stay focused and take charge. Stay focused and take charge. For those of you who would like to who would like to attend the next meeting, the next investors meeting for the East Africa Seaweed Company, for what we're looking to do and where we're going next, please go ahead and email me exodusafrica1@gmail.com. Okay, it is also in the comments of this video. I will, I think I can arrange another meeting. Okay, today, Thursday. Let's see. Okay, let me put this. Yeah, I can do a meeting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, at 8 p.m. Eastern time today. So let me just put that here. Okay, so go ahead and email me. I want to do more of these coaching sessions, but I have to get focused and stay focused on the business and where it's going. Things are taking off. I need to hire assistants and people who can help me to bridge the gap between my new funding source and where we are today. And I think what I have to say will be very interesting to some people. So go ahead and email me. Okay? I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.